have it? Oh, I don't have it. That's all right. Good morning. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. Let's get us live on Instagram. And now we're going to be live on Facebook. Good morning. Good Merry Christmas morning. Here we are. Awesome. Y'all, we doing this. We doing this. I know it's Christmas, right? I know it's Christmas, but we're still showing up fully. We're still doing the things that we intend to do. All right. So go ahead, get situated. For those who are new here, welcome. I am your host, Shamika Cotton. This is the Saturday Morning Tap In Extended Edition, where we are endeavoring for 7 days to write things down on our 300 things list we want to ask God for. That's what we're doing today. Good morning. Good morning, Camille. Good morning, Solo 6. Happy holidays to you too. And Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. How are we doing? How is your Christmas going so far? How is our Christmas morning? Merry Christmas, Breeze. Merry Christmas. It's so good to see you here. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are here. It is day 4 of adding to our list of 300 things. And so today we are going to do what we have done for the past 4 days. So we're going to take 10 minutes and 10 seconds to come together and to add things to our list, right? We started this last year at the end of 2023. We came together for about 7 days last year, and we set the goal to grab our journals, which we do all the time every Saturday. But that time and this time right now, we're grabbing our journals and we're putting in here our list of 300 things we want to ask God for. So for those who are new here and they may be saying, what is this 300 things list? What is this 300 things list? So the 300 things list is an exercise that I heard about from Steve Harvey. That's where I first heard about it. And what it asks you to do is to think of 300 things you want to have happen in your life. Maybe it's a car you want to have, or a house you want to have, or a certain amount of money in the bank, or it can be very much internal. It could be your health, right? A health goal, whatever it is, right? And the task is to get specific, to write it out, right? And the principle that he uses to support this exercise is a scripture from the Bible, from Habakkuk 2:2. And it says, write the vision and make it plain so that he who reads it will run. It shall happen. It shall come to pass. Surely it will not tarry, which means it will not wait. It will happen, right? So doing that, having that in mind, right? We're activating this universal principle, actually, that says if you write down the things that you desire to have happen in your life, your goals, your vision, your dreams, right? That is the first step to them manifesting, right? First, we see it in our mind's eye, and then we take it from our mind and we start to write it down. And there's just something about writing it down that gets the sparks going and things and sets off a chain of actions. So that is what we are doing today, all the way up until Saturday. We are endeavoring to ask for 300 things, to write down 300 things. And one of the things that Steve Harvey warns about is that as you're making this list, right? Because sometimes we're so accustomed and we've heard, don't be greedy or don't ask for too much. And so sometimes we have this unconscious limitation that we've placed on our imagination, right? Sometimes we see people living a big life and we want to know, how can we live our version of our big life? And the first thing that we have to do is to break through the limitations that we have set on ourselves. And the 300 things list is a wonderful way to do it. So you may, if this is your first time doing it, you may start, and like, if you may be like me when I started, I tried to do the list several times before I actually accomplished it last year. I would get up to about 20 or 50 in some instances, right? And I would get there and I would be like, oh, I don't know what else to write. And so I would say, how many of you have ever done this? I'll get back to it. And then I never got back to it. And then later I would try to start again, right? And I would get a little further, but never actually finishing it. And so I realized that the assistance that I needed was to have a community to help me get through it together. So it wasn't until I came together with our wonderful Saturday morning tap-in community, right? And we said, you know what? Not only are we going to finish it, but we are going to set ourselves up for success. We are going to break it down into manageable goals, manageable milestones. So over the course of 7 days, if we just add 43 items to our list every day for 7 days, we will reach our goal by the end of the 7 days, and we will have 300 things. And if that is not a wonderful pattern just to start with on the page, and for any goal that you may write here, right? So as you're going forward today, think about what is a big goal that you may have, right? What is a big goal that you may have, right? So, and I may have used this example before, but I share it with you again right now. Good morning, cousin Sierra. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tavion, Merry Christmas, my love. Merry Christmas, Breeze. I love that you wrote that. Merry Christmas. Camille Janae says, no Cybertruck under the tree, but great. Oh, okay. All right. It's all good. But put that Cybertruck on your 300 things list, right? How many of y'all have already opened up your gifts for Christmas? And you're like, didn't I ask for this one thing? Didn't I want this one thing? Well, did you write it down? Write it down on your 300 things list. Good morning, Miles. Good morning, Daylon. I love seeing that you all are here and tapping in for this 300 things list. So I was saying, and I may have used this example before, right? So say you want to buy a new home, right? You want to buy a new home. And maybe you're a first-time homeowner. You have never bought a home, right? And so maybe the thing that you want to put on your list is I attend a first homeowners seminar. Maybe that's what you put on your list. Then the next thing you would put on your list is I go and research the different communities and neighborhoods that I want to live in, right? The next thing, maybe you want to have a house built. I select or I work with a certain architect firm, right? You can write that down. Maybe, hello, you're thinking about buying a home. I save up X amount of dollars for the deposit, right? These are things. See how we took that one thing and one thing became 4 things. So as we go forward today, we're going to get started very soon, but I want to give you guys some ideas for those who may be new here and for those who may have been doing this over the past 4 days. And you're running into that writer's block, right? That writer's block. Well, I want to remind you, you have not because you ask not. The problem is not that you ask for too much, is that you ask for too little. So today, as we endeavor, right, to move forward today, is to get specific about your goals, right? What kind of car, if you want to buy a car, what kind of car do you want to buy? What color is the car, right? How much you want to pay for the car, right? What type of transaction do you want to have? Right? So these are all different tips that you can use to continue to help work your way through this list. And another thing that I will share before we get started, because I know it's Christmas, but guess what? Christmas is all day, right? So we're just taking these 10 minutes. So 10 minutes is not too much for yourself, right? So this is really wonderful time to take and to really invest in yourself. So one thing I also want to encourage you in case you're running into blocks. So you may have a goal, right, for a certain kind of lifestyle. Write out that lifestyle, but don't forget to write out the internal characteristics that it takes to withhold that lifestyle, right? What are the things that you need to have happen internally, right? Do I journal consistently? Do I go to the gym 3 times a week because I need to maintain the energy to be able to be able to uphold the the lifestyle that I'm dreaming of, right? What are those internal characteristics that you need to have, right? I once heard this, I've heard it multiple times, where it says that your talent can take you to a place where your character cannot sustain you. And you usually hear that phrase when someone has reached such a high level of success, but something happens in their character that takes that away from them, right? Where they lose it all. Write down the things that you need to have in your character to make sure that you can hold on to the things that you are manifesting, right? Do you need to have different relationships, right? Do you need to start reading certain books, right? What books do you want to read? What classes do you want to sign up for? Right? Signing up for classes and reading books that are in alignment with the things that you want to manifest is a wonderful, wonderful way to keep you motivated and encouraged throughout the journey. All right. And so that is the last thing I'll say. Last year we said we are asking for more in 2024. And guess what? It is still 2024. So we're asking for more right now in 2024. But as we go forward in 2025, we are going to be keeping the dream alive in 2025, because that means we are going to be engaging with our list, looking at it to see what is mine to do, right? What can I do to make sure that I am doing my part? But your first part right now is to add things to the list. All right. The timer has started and we are writing in our journal. If you have been doing this for 4 days, or you want to know what the number of items is for today, by the end of today, you should have 172 things on your list by the end of today. If you did it yesterday, you should be up to at least 129 starting today. If you're behind, I am a little behind. I'm at 125, but so close. Don't worry. You can still add more throughout the day. It is 9 minutes, 35 seconds to go. We are writing things down in our 300 things list. Oh, I appreciate you all so much. What a wonderful, this is so great. What a wonderful way to have a thing to do on Christmas morning, right? Yes, yes, and yes. Welcome to those. And I know some of you are watching the recording right now because you had Christmas morning with your family. Welcome to those who are watching the recording. I'm proud of you for still showing up and doing the work. Yes. Set yourself up to win in 2025. Come on, y'all. All right. I must write. Where are my glasses at? Merry Christmas Day. I love you too. I'm going to call you guys. I'm going to call y'all. Probably going to call y'all as soon as I get off of this. Oh, man. Good morning, Willis T-Man. Welcome. We are writing things down in our list. We're asking for more in 2024. All right. All right. Okay. There we go. I'm just going to put this up on the screen so that folks that tune in, you may be tuning in a little bit late, they can know what we're doing. Let's get this up on the screen. All right. We are journaling. Nigerian Nightmare, welcome. Welcome. Okay, Breeze. Breeze is on 94. Keep going, boo. Keep going. Keep going. You are right on time, Nigerian Nightmare. Love first 1018. Merry Christmas, my love. Merry Christmas. Thank you for stopping by. Deshonda, how you doing, babe? How you doing? All right, let's add to our list. Okay, all right, okay. Who do you want to meet in 2025? Is there anyone you want to meet, right? I know I wrote down some people I want to meet and I want to shake their hands. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. Okay. Mm. We are journaling. Welcome to those who are just joining us. Are we publishing books in 2025? What are we doing in 2025? Put it on the page. Four minutes, 20 seconds to go. We are adding things to our 300 things list. Merry Christmas, Bronx. Merry Christmas, my love. Merry Christmas to those who are just joining us. Oh, Bronx, that is okay. You are right on time. Feel free whenever you're ready to pull out your journal and add things to your list. You are right on time. Welcome, Dolo. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go. How many books will you read next year? Will you read a book a week? That's 52 books, right? Or will you read a book a month? 12 books. These are the type of character building things to write down. Those things count too. We got to build the character within us as well. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Okay. Hmm. 1 minute, 15 seconds to go. We are adding to our list. Hmm. Hmm. And remember, there's no rush. There's no rush. Allow the thoughts to come to you. Spend time with yourself. Hmm. Yes. All right. There we have it. We have done what we set out to do today, right? What we set out to do today was to add things to our list of 300 things we want to ask God for. That's what we did. We committed and honored our word. And I'm going to tell you, that is the first step to making things happen. That's another positive step to making things happen in 2025 is when you say you're going to do something, do you do it, right? Maintaining integrity with our word, right? So today, how far did you get? How far did you get on your list today? And remember, in 10 minutes and 10 seconds, right? That was just to get the ball rolling, right? That was just to tell us today, I'm still serious about getting this list done. And if you haven't written on your list, I complete this list as one of your items, I encourage you to do it. That was the first thing I wrote on my list in 2023. The first thing that I wrote was, I finish this list, right? So, our way of showing up every day is saying, you know what? I am committed to the vision. This time, this year, I'm going to say I'm going to do something and I'm going to do it and I'm going to follow through because I'm going to set myself up to succeed. All right, Bronx says you are at 200. Way to go. You are on your way. So today, this morning was to get you started for the day. But I encourage you as the day goes by, all right? I know it's Christmas. I know you're going to be with your families and your friends, enjoying some good food and some holiday cheer and things like that. But I encourage you to continue to write things down on your list. Even if you don't have your actual journal with you, right? Make a list in your phone so that when you come back home later, you can add those things to your journal. Maybe you want to record a voice memo, right? Maybe you're going to be spending time with family today and there might be some challenges. So on your list, you put to have a more peaceful Christmas, okay, next year, or to mend a relationship, right? Or to do the things that will mend relationships, right? Maybe some of that internal work is I find a therapist. I see my therapist on a consistent basis so you can take care of yourself. Because I guarantee you, if you are out there accomplishing goals in 2025, you want to make sure you also have the mental and the heart, emotional, and the spiritual support systems that you need in place so that you can continue to endeavor, all right, to do what you have set out to do. So today, just to remind you, by the end of today, day 4, you should have 172 items on your list by the time you go to bed tonight. All right, Bronx is already coming in at 200. I am at, no, where am I? I am at 137. So I still have some more to do today, and that is totally fine. I'll take some time once we're done here. I'll take some time in the middle of the day, and maybe before I go to bed, I'll add more, right? But I will get up to 172 by the end of the day. All right, you guys, I want to say thank you again for taking time out of your Christmas day. Hey, Jamil, we added things to our list today, so feel free. Today, if you're doing this with us, this is day 4. You should be up to 172 by the end of the day. All right. So thank you all again for joining me on your Christmas day, taking time out to support me and to show up with me, right? To support each other and show up with each other here in our Saturday morning Tap-In community so that we can live our best life on purpose. All right, you all. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Jamil says, starting my list today. All right. You can do it, Jamil. You can absolutely, totally do it. You can totally catch up. All right. So have a wonderful, wonderful holiday. And I will see you all, guess what, tomorrow morning for day 5 of adding things to our 300 things list. All right, you guys and gals, Merry Christmas. And I'll see you all in the morning.